The Tate brothers is back behind bars on some wild charges. This time it involves some minors, so that's crazy, gang. The Tate brothers are already awaiting trial for sex trafficking and some grape charges, but now they actually been, investigating them boys, and they built up a little case, and now they're actually saying we might add on sex trafficking with a minor and money laundering, and they're trying to accuse you of intimidating witnesses. So it's not looking good at all, my boy.
Wait till you see. They say I'm a lover boy, the mother of my children. Yeah, the mothers of our children. We've tricked them into having kids. Unbelievable. Wait till you see. Remember the first file and the media wasn't asking, where's the evidence? This is your chance. This is your chance to renew it. There's no evidence.
You are okay?
For now. Kids don't know. Guys, ask them for evidence. The first file, no evidence. It was all a lie. Ask them this time where the evidence is. This is the most crazy. They have no evidence, no proof. They've just made up a bunch of shit. They're lying and they're desperate. This file is more pathetic than the first one.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
Now, I do think the Tate brothers have been released by now. I think they was only allowed to hold them for 24 hours for questioning as they raid their shit. But like I said before, them boys must have found something, because now they're trying to give you some crazy charges, gang. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it, my boy. Like, you is getting these back-to-back charges. Like, you just got hit with some shit last year. They say you got some shit from way back when. They also saying you got some shit in UK. It's like, gang, how much accusations and court cases and all this shit could put on one nigga if he ain't doing nothing?
He ain't lying.
I was contacted by Andrew Tate, the older of the Tate brothers, 3 years ago when I was just 16.
So I messaged her. She's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. Know about me. I'm 21. I don't care. Bro, I was banging her.
What did he say?
So Vivian's been with me 6 years. 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Because Vivian's younger. Melissa's like 28. Vivian's like 21.
Vivian's 21. And at this point, he's been a girlfriend for 6 years. It means that they met when she was 15 years old.
I'm fucking all these 16-year-old women.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You going to jail. You going to jail.
Man, it ain't looking good for that boy, man. You would think it can't get any worse than that, but it does.
But the majority of my money wasn't made in fighting. My money was actually made in the pimp game. Having sex with girls is all good, but how do you get them to do as you say, make you money, obey you, allow you to cheat on them in front of their face and still love you? That's the game.
The skill I'm going to teach you is exactly the same. I could easily translate mine to a street business, and you could easily street pimp with the things I'm going to teach you. The PhD course is my recruitment system.
PhD is a pimp and hose degree.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Going on a sex trafficking press run is wild behavior, my boy. Like, y'all really did this to yourselves, man. But anyways, though, he did recently just drop a new tweet, so I'm gonna go ahead and read that to y'all boys right quick. The Matrix is real, and they have a tried and true playbook. Slander is their #1 tool, and the process is punishment. But unfortunately for them, good always wins in the end.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Do me a favor, shut the fuck up.
So I was just scrolling through my Twitter feed, and I actually noticed that the Tate brothers was live on Rumble an hour ago.
Gentlemen, glad to be speaking to you this evening. Could have very easily gone a different way. Unfortunately, we do not have our normal Mr. Producer capabilities, as they've once again gutted our studio, took all of our cameras, took all of our expensive equipment, which is what they typically and normally do when they come in here. They try and steal as much wealth as possible. So we've had to put this together on the fly. We want to explain to you the absurdity of this new file that has been launched against us. You have 3 lives. The first life is they attempt to cancel you and delete you everywhere, but the Matrix is broken, and that's no longer easy to do. I made it very clear when I was first canceled that they overplayed their power hand, which was mass cancellation, and all it takes is one man. If one man can be more relevant after a cancellation as to how he was before, nobody will be afraid of being canceled anymore, and people will start to say the truth. I believe my brother and I, although we've suffered tremendously, have been at the forefront of charging at the gunfire and suffering detriment to our personal lives to damage the Matrix in real time. Cancellation no longer works. The second life is they try and put you in jail for something you did not do. I warned everybody at home they were going to do this to us before our first arrest. 3 years later, they are still trying. Third life is they kill you. Very luckily, we had a very honest, fair, good judge today who saw through the garbage that we're accused of and allowed us to come home. But this battle is not over. We're in the middle of it, and we super appreciate all of your support and all of your help. So we want to very calmly explain to you the charges that they've raised against us, how unfair they are, how unfair and unsafe it is for any man to be a man in the world today, how they can accuse you of the same things they've accused us of. And we're going to try and keep you updated with our plans while we refurbish and once again buy everything and rebuild our emergency meeting studio.
You know, it's very interesting because you say the third life is they kill you. Well, we have 0 new charges against us. This is a very important thing to understand. No new charges have been raised. I haven't been charged with a single thing since a year and a half ago when they charged me with the original bullshit file, which is now falling apart. There are no new charges. Just an investigation. They're investigating us for new things. And you say the third life is then they kill you. Let me explain a way that you could very easily kill somebody. This is for everybody in my home country, the leaders, the embassies, who seem to take no interest in my plight here. A very easy way to kill somebody in a righteous country like Romania would be to accuse them of a super heinous crime that other prisoners hate, and then throw him in prison. That is an assassination attempt. That's what it is. Now, I'm built different, Andrew's built different, but make no mistake, this was nothing short of an attempt on our lives. They wanted us fighting for our lives for 6, 7, 9, 12 months before we could dispel this rumor. They wanted some young, poor, righteous, I guess, in his own mind, Romanian prisoner to take care of the job of getting rid of us for them. So, first and foremost, no new charges have been raised, but they've launched another investigation. And as you know, when you're being investigated in Romania, they can lock you up. You know, I said this a few months ago, Andrew. I said they'll do anything to put us in jail. Anything besides give us a trial, find us guilty of a crime based on evidence, and give us a sentence. Anything besides that, they'll try. So this was just another attempt to put us in jail, and the idea was that the judge would play along and, you know, say there's a new investigation, see it, and be like, oh, well, this is quite a heinous investigation. But it was explained to this judge, who is a very honorable and very righteous man who made the correct decision. It was explained to him very clearly that we've already been arrested for 700 days now. We've already been to jail. We've already done house arrest. We're already on judicial control. And the important thing to note is this. In America, we have something called double jeopardy. Thank your lucky stars for that, gentlemen. It means you can't be trialed for the same crime twice. Well, this new investigation is an investigation into the original false accusers again. But what they've done is they've seasoned it up. They've sprinkled a bunch of new victims into this investigation to say it's something new and entirely different. If this were in the United States, if this investigation and my current charges went forward to trial, it would be very confusing because it's a trial on the same bullshit false accusation facts. One is just seasoned a bit more with more fake accusations. So if you want to go into what these accusations in our new investigation are, since we have no charges, you can, but make no mistake, it is an assassination attempt to slander a man's name and say that he harms minors and to throw him into a jail. I noticed we weren't in our regular jail as well. No, we were in a jail in Sector 5, the poorest, most rundown area of Bucharest. Very interesting that they decided to move us at the last minute after arriving at our initial jail to Sector 5 jail. That is incredibly, coincidental, cosmic almost. But nothing short of an assassination attempt. My governments are not interested in that, obviously. Why would you be? I mean, my government hates me. But I would not want to go to any prison in the world, especially in a righteous Christian country, accused of the bullshit that they've now come up with.
Yeah, so let's run all this down. Let's run it all back, gentlemen. Nobody is safe from the government. Nobody. And I want to make it also very clear that all of the arresting officers, the officers who came into the house, most of them are good people who said to us, we know you've done nothing wrong. You've just made somebody mad and we have to do our job.
Yeah. Cover this very briefly. The heinous thing about it is you're not allowed to speak to people who you are accused of doing crimes against. Isn't that correct? That's very correct. And that's a good law in most countries where the investigating agents are not corrupt, dishonest opportunists. In a world where the investigative agents aren't corrupt opportunists, it's perfectly normal to say, do not speak to your victims. Let me tell you a loverboy method I did once. You'll like this. I met a girl.
Okay.
I fell in love.
Shit.
For real.
That's the ultimate lover boy.
Slept with her.
Whoa.
Got her pregnant. Told her I'll be with her and support her and the baby no matter what happens between us because I'm a good Christian man.
You scumbag.
The baby was born. This child is now 4 years old.
Disgusting.
I love my daughter.
Disgusting.
I respect this woman very much.
Gay.
I spend hundreds of thousands a year buying her new cars.
Gay.
Everything she needs for the baby.
Gay.
Sending her on holidays.
Human trafficker.
She flies on private jets.
Yeah, you're a faggot.
That was all done because maybe I was going to exploit her somehow. So I'm now not allowed to talk to my own daughter and her mother. This file may take 3+ years, and they've successfully stolen my daughter from me. They've stolen her from me, and she will not see my face for 3 more years until I can bury this bullshit accusation. They've cut me off from my own blood, my own child, by saying me being so nice to her mother is going to end up human trafficking.
How dare you be nice to a woman and then take care of her and have children with her? How dare you? That's disgusting.
Yeah, so one of the new victims is the mother of my daughter, and I'm not allowed to talk to them. Isn't that cruel? Isn't that a knife in the back from a country I've shown nothing but respect for? And my daughter is a Romanian national. Let's just steal her father from her. That's a great idea.
These people know what they're doing, and
They know they're doing.
and they know their accusations are false, and the process is to punishment, and it's their goal to damage us as much as possible. They've once again entered our house, once again stole our wealth, trying to cut us off from our own children.
Oh, that's very important because we may have trafficked these new people. They needed all the cars and gold and cash and watches.
They had to steal all the money.
They had to steal another 15 million worth of stuff. You know, I'm not saying that's what motivates them. I'm just saying they knew you were a human trafficker. They stole $26 million of your stuff.
Yeah.
Now they think you may have human trafficked more.
Yeah.
So it's very important to take 15 million more of my stuff. Have you got that stuff back from the first accusation?
No, I haven't.
You got any of the stuff
No,
back?
not any of the stuff.
Any of the stuff that disappears into their little decock bags? Have
No.
you seen any of it again?
Never.
A car key?
Nope.
A single note of currency?
Nope.
I'm not sure anyone will ever see it again.
So
Read between the lines.
So they just rob us.
Yeah.
Periodically. And say any girl we've ever spoken to or flirted with or went on a date with or had yoga lessons from or is the sister of your barber or is the daughter of your gardener, any girl who's ever looked at you and you've ever waved your hand at, you're a human trafficker and they're a potential victim. So they are victims and we're going to make them all victims. And the crazy thing is they spoke to these women and all of them gave statements defending us saying we've never human trafficked them. Every girl they spoke to said the Tates are nice guys.
But wait a second. We got to court this morning, blindsided with this new arrest. We stumble out of our jail beds, you know, after not sleeping because we have to defend our fucking lives against this assassination attempt. And we roll into court, and I guess we just got their statements and showed them to the judge, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's very interesting because what they did is they printed 127 files of toilet paper.
Yeah.
Literally.
Photos of my house.
Photos of the house taking up 1 page each. Photos of us in restaurants taking 1 page each. 127 files of toilet paper and gave us half an hour to try and find the girls' statements in these files in 20,000 pages so that by the time the judge asks questions, we can't show the judge that the victims are on our side. Luckily, our lawyers are fucking incredible and managed to scan everything like crazy and find all the girls saying to DCAW, we're not human trafficked, you're corrupt. And we managed to show the judge. But if we didn't have as many lawyers as we had, if we had one lawyer, there was piles of paper as big as this room to try and find 1 page from, which they hid amongst toilet paper
It was in the
garbage.
It was in the wrong place.
It was just in loads of garbage. They just put it in the middle of some random pile of photos. Unbelievable. This is a setup. This is a stitch up of the highest degree. Everybody knows it. Listen, it's been 3 years. They searched Hugh Edwards' hard drive. He was going to jail. They found evidence. They've been through our hard drive 4 or 5 times. They've been in our house 4 times. They've stolen all of our stuff 3 times. They put us in jail 3 times. Sorry, not I'm losing track. We've been on house arrest. They don't have any proof. So what they're saying is any girl we've ever flirted with, we might have human trafficked, maybe in the future, because we were nice to the girl on a date, we were loverboying her, and we're not allowed to talk to girls or be nice to them anymore, because if you're nice to anybody, they're going to call you a human trafficker and put you in jail.
I'm gonna let y'all form y'all own opinions on that one. Y'all comment down below how y'all feel, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's your boy, The Real YouTube Plug, and I'm signing out this.
People say, why did you live in Romania? And I explain my 5 reasons. One of them is the Me Too era. They go, oh, well, you're a rapist. I say, no, I'm not a rapist. But I like the idea of being able to just say, to do what I want. I like being free.
And also, I like Eastern Europe as a whole because corruption's far more accessible. I'd rather be in a society where if I'm in Prague and they stop me for speeding and they say, bro, you were speeding. Oh, here's $50. All right, cool. Bye. If corruption exists, which it does, let us all play. Every single system, all of them are corrupt. The judicial system's corrupt. The medical system is corrupt. The financial system's corrupt. It's all corrupt. It's all a matter of who you are. Now, in America, the game is limited to ultra billionaires who control the government, as you've said. In other countries, anyone with money and some basic social skills and some nice friends can play the game. If we're going to accept that every single system on the planet is corrupt, why would you live in a place where you cannot access to corruption? Does that make sense logically? Or would you rather live in a system where you can say, you know what? I'm important enough within said society that if the police stop me, I can give them $10 and they'll fuck off.
Lock his ass up. Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.